So, I mean, every year I've been in a different team, since my pro career. So I've always been able to adjust quick, and I've been able to see here just the whole vibe, with the whole coaching staff is just, hey, let's get some work done. I want to say another word, but let's get some work done, And I think is we're hungry more than anything. We want to bring Edmonton back to the top.
I know you have met Chris Jones before. I think it's the first time you played on one of his teams. What did you know about him coming in, and what have you learned about him since you've been here?
That he's a winner. He's known to change programs around real quick. He did it here in Edmonton. He did it with Saskatchewan. So, that's one thing that got me really excited is that, this coach, he knows what he's doing, right? And at the end of the day, we're here to have fun, to provide for our families. But if we can build a legacy by winning and using that platform to impact, the city that we're in, why not? Future generations down the road.
Yeah, you put up good numbers your whole career. But for whatever reason, you haven't been able to find a home. Is that your goal here now?
Yes, and that was a goal when I signed here for 2 years, right? And and being able to build onto something here and to to see it through, right? Especially with this coaching staff and with this group of guys.
How are the hash marks treating you? Does it matter to you?
No, and the reason why is because when I left Winnipeg last year, I was in talks with them where I told them, hey, I want to try for the NFL again. And every March, there's a specialist combine, kickers, punters, and snappers in Arizona, right? And that's how the CFL found me back in 2015. And then, so I was practicing because I was wanting to try out for the NFL again. So about 3/4 of the offseason, I was practicing with these new hash marks, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's not big transition, right? And so I guess that played in my favor.
Yeah, it's basically the angle's different, right? That's the only thing, right? So you're still.
I think as long as you, as a kicker, as long as you do your technique, you focus on your technique, everything else should take care of itself. And obviously the mind too, right? The mind is so big, right? He who says he can, he who says he can't, are both usually right.
Yeah.
You tell yourself you can do it, you're right. You tell yourself you cannot do it, you're also right. So I believe before we win the bet on here, we got to win it up here.
Yeah, and the goalpost didn't change, right? They're still
no, they're still the same color too. So
yeah, getting together with a new long snapper, a new holder. How go through that? How is it tough to? How difficult is it to go through that?
I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, we're professionals, right? And I've always been able to. I've been very fortunate where mentally I don't have to think a lot about them. I'm very comfortable with people whoever's there right then and there, because I expect them to do well, vice versa. They expect me to do well, right? So just how I have my expectations high, they should have the expectations high for me. So that gives me comfort just going into it, right? And within a couple of days, you'll get used to the timing and all that stuff down, right? But we have a good group of snappers, 3 or 4 holders as well too, right? So it's a good luxury to have.
Good stuff.